Hello everyone, today I want to talk about something that is widely misunderstood, steroids. When we hear the word steroids, most of us already have a strong opinion. But today, I want to challenge that perspective and give you a different side of the story. So when people think of steroids, this is what usually comes to mind. Extremely muscular bodybuilders, unnatural physiques, and performance enhancement. This is Ronnie Coleman, by the way, 8-time Mr. Olympian champion and a really popular bodybuilder for every athlete. But for those of you who already know, because of his extreme and heavy weightlifting, he had to go through 13 surgeries, and now he cannot walk and has to stay in his wheelchair. Because of his image, steroids are often seen as something unethical, dangerous, and artificial. But what we're seeing here is the most extreme. This is not the full reality. Steroids have what I call a mistaken identity. Most people define steroids only through bodybuilding or sports scandals, but actually, steroids are developed for medical purposes, not for bodybuilding. They are medical tools that have been used for decades to help people to recover illnesses, heal, and live normal lives. So the problem is not just steroids itself, it's how you understand them. These are the common fears that people have when taking steroids: weight range, infertile, and liver damage. As these risks do exist, they are sometimes exaggerated and misunderstood. Not everyone becomes aggressive, and infertility is not permanent. It is studied that when you quit steroids, your sperm cells will regenerate. And liver damage is linked to overdose and long-term misuse. So as you can see again, it's not about using steroids, it's about misuse and lack of proper understanding. So what are steroids actually? They are synthetic hormones that mimic testosterone, a hormone that is naturally produced in our body. And importantly, they're not originally created for bodybuilding. They were developed for medical purposes, to treat illnesses, support recovery, and help people to live a normal life. This actually shifts the perspective from a dangerous chemical to a medical treatment. If you see in this picture, that we can see the difference between before the steroid treatment and after. Before this treatment, we can see how the recovery is very slow and the system is under stress. But after the treatment, we can see the function is stronger and the response is faster and the treatment is going well. This is especially important for patients who's dealing with serious illnesses or physical weaknesses. In these cases, steroids are not just about enhancement, it's about healing. For example, imagine I'm a patient with cancer. After treatment, I will lose an extreme amount of muscle and strength at a point where I can't even walk. In these cases, I have to be treated with anabolic steroids so I can improve the strength and gain muscles so I can live a normal life again. So as you can see now, steroids is not just about looking stronger, it's about living a normal life and living a healthy life. This chart actually shows a broader impact of steroids. Patients who receive steroid treatments can stay 10 days less in the hospital and need significantly less time for lifetime assistance. This doesn't just benefit the patients. It reduces the pressure on hospitals, frees up medical care, and lowers the healthcare cost. So steroids are not just only helping individuals, they're helping the entire healthcare systems. So beyond medical recovery, steroids can also improve everyday life for certain people. People recover from illness can actually go back to normal life. They can work again, exercise again, and live independently. So the impact just goes on. It affects lifestyle, mental well-being, and overall quality of life. So maybe the problem isn't steroids. Maybe the problem is how we see them. Because the steroid is not just dangerous simply because they exist. They become dangerous because we are misunderstood. And like those many powerful tools, it's not just substance, it's how we choose to use it. Thank you.